Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Virtually Lost podcast. It is episode 3. I am here with my good friend Robert. I'm Julian, and today we're going to talk about some new releases, some old releases.
New releases.
We're just going to talk about whatever we want. That's right.
Well, you gotta start off after that.
So, Robert, what have you brought for us today?
Oh, I didn't bring much. I'm joking.
Oh.
It's been a quiet week though. It really has been a quiet week.
Yeah, so it has been.
Mass Effect came out, or the
The
remastered
legendary, the
trilogy.
remaster.
And then were there any other? Oh, Resident Evil. My brother bought
Resident
Resident
Evil.
Evil. So
Oh, all right, awesome. Have you guys started playing it? Are you guys gonna like play it together or something?
he's been playing since he started playing today because our internet was bugging out at like 1 a.m. so he couldn't download it last night. But
You love to see it. You hate to see it.
dude, screw Comcast / Xfinity.
Oh, I thought you were about to say screw Capcom. I was like, what do they do?
Oh no, Capcom's fun for now. But
Yeah.
Are you playing a game again?
We'll see. We'll see. Depending on, I'll let you play it, see what your review is, and then we'll go from there.
I'm probably not gonna play it. It's
You just
some brother's PS5 in his room, so I'm chilling. I have the back catalog, so I have Nier Replicant.
Yeah.
I still have Amori that you gifted me for my birthday. Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome.
I need to do my dailies on
Are you still doing Genshin daily?
No, I quit Genshin, dude.
All
my homies hate Genshin. No, I do my dailies on Girls Frontline, and then I play a game of Apex and a game of League, dude, a day. That's about it.
Yeah. That's just
for the gaming.
In case you don't hate yourself enough. That's just to remind you where your place is.
Yeah. I play ARAM, so I can't hate myself too bad.
No, that's true. That's true. I want to talk about Mass Effect actually, because I'm actually quite a big fan of Mass Effect. I played all 3 games on my potato PC in my freshman year of college, and that's like literally the only like good game I could play. Like the only 3D game I could play on that PC.
I remember your PC was
it was literally a mini it was really bad. But now I'm a god gamer, so
are you now?
We're gonna go back and play and see what we can do. But there's a lot of hype around it just because a lot of people have some fond memories of it. But I played Mass Effect 1 not too long ago, and if you haven't played that in a while, like it doesn't hold up as well as you thought it did. Like half of that game is just going around to different planets, driving around for like 10 minutes and then leaving.
You mean you don't like the drives on the Mako or what? Dude, I loved it.
Yeah, the drives on the Mako, at least, like they get you in your feels. They just have the same track in the background.
Dude, I have that on Spotify. What are you talking about? The track is on Spotify. It's like
the droning noise, and then like the Mako crashing every like 5 minutes.
Mass Effect 1, I'm be honest, even the first time I played it, I was like, I played Mass Effect 2 first. And
that's a bad idea because the Mass Effect 2 is actually good.
Yeah, so I had like, that was junior high. I played like 95% of it. And then I was like, this is seeming like the last mission. And then someone let me borrow Mass Effect 1. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to completely scrap this playthrough. And then I started Mass Effect 1. I was like, wow. This game made some progress.
Yeah, the first one had the elevators that would take like a good minute to load. I wonder if they left that in just for shits and giggles in the remake.
Oh, that's a good point. But yeah, I went to 1 after that. It's just like, oh, this is like I enjoyed Mass Effect 2 so much it powered me through playing through 1 because
the story's still good though.
Yeah, the story's good, but that gameplay was
but yeah, the gameplay
even then I was like, ooh.
The huge thing is the inventory management. I think from 1 to 2 changes like pretty massively, or is it 2 to 3 that it changes?
I don't remember too much of the
But the
inventory.
first one is like literally you get like a million different guns and you just pick the best one and then throw
Really now.
whatever else away. Yeah. I remember spending like a good amount of time just inventory managing in
Hmm.
Mass Effect 1 specifically.
That reminds me of Dead Space 3 because
I never played Dead Space.
Dead Space 1, an actual horror game. Dead Space 2, like you would say horror with a bit of actions. And then
Mm,
3 is basically just an action game with like pop-up elements. But
right.
3 had a fun thing where you can like basically craft weapons using different parts. And
Yeah.
so you could just end up with some ridiculous like combinations of stuff like a stasis chainsaw blade like being put
Yeah.
out 5 feet in front of you while there's a flamethrower under it. And so you end up with some dumb stuff that I was like, it was great playing through it because I started playing it
That
with.
reminds me of that one game that zombie game, right? Where you're in the mall. What's it? That's
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think.
where you can like just pick anything up or whatever as a weapon.
Yeah, I actually don't know. I never
Uh,
played that game, but I know what you're talking
Dead
about.
Dead Island or something?
No,
Or
not Dead Island, but
mm,
it's bothering me because there's like 3 games of
yeah,
it.
yeah,
But back to Mass Effect. Well, maybe
yeah.
it'll
Back
come back.
over.
Maybe it'll come back to us. But
We're just going on tangent after tangent.
yeah, Mass Effect, meh. Mass Effect 2, beautiful.
Yeah, it's a chef's kiss for sure.
It's amazing.
Mass Effect 3 has actually really good gameplay. The story ends, weird, but it's a good
Yeah.
game, gameplay wise, I think.
It was, yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the gameplay. I enjoyed the multiplayer actually. It was similar to the
Oh
horde mode,
yeah,
and
yeah. People did play that a lot. I remember.
yeah, it was a wave system. Depending on which character you played, like you end up with different abilities, and it was really
Hmm.
fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, yeah. It was a good game for sure. Um, but I still, as a whole, Mass Effect is still a really good memory. I love Mass Effect. So, in
Mm.
the character, you feel part of that world when you're in there.
Let
It's good.
let me know if the remakes are worth it. If not, I'll boot up the 360 again and just play the originals.
Let's go all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I heard actually that, like, I think probably only on PC, but it like recognizes like old saves, like old Mass Effect saves.
Oh, interesting,
That's pretty interesting because I have it on PC, so I want to see if what it does.
dude. My
I'm
Mass
pretty sure I have old saves in there.
my Mass Effect 2 runs were so scuffed because that last mission. Sorry for anyone who's gonna play through this because this is gonna be
Spoilers.
spoilers. I
For
won't try
spoilers
to.
for like a 10-year-old
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Hey, this might be the introduction of someone into the series. So
True.
Mass Effect 2. I told you how I played 2 first. So I got like
Hmm.
95% through the game, and then it's the final collector mission where it's like
Right.
everyone's going in there to die, like with the mentality
Right.
they're gonna die.
Right.
And I was like, all right, I'm not going to play through this. Played 1. So then I never finished 2. And then I
Right.
started 2 again, this time bringing over the save file from 1. I was like, all right,
Right.
we're going to get this done. We're
No
going to
one's
save everyone.
dying.
No one's dying. And I forgot to save on the last mission. And one guy just gets fucking domed. I was just like, oh no. And with no
This is
save
like
file,
this is like a playthrough of Fire Emblem or something.
and I didn't make a save file like right before the mission.
Mhm.
So I started from the first mission again. So I technically
No.
played Mass Effect 2 3 times before I saw the ending because I was just like, I'm not losing a single person on this game. And
Oh, that's great.
it
I
was
actually
such a
love that.
mess. It was a good game. It was a great game to replay though. If that happened to 1, I might never play through Mass Effect like fully. If I had to play through 1
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah, that's a hard pill once you've already gone to Mass Effect
Hmm.
2. Um, yeah.
Hmm.
So Resident Evil, the game for bottoms. That's what I have on my notes right now.
I've never played I never finished a Resident Evil game, I should
You
say.
never any? I haven't played this one, but I did very much like the remake for 2, I played that all the way through, and I had a lot of
Is
fun with that one.
is that the one with X gonna give it to you?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
Mr. X is I think it's it.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's that one. That
that's all
one's
I know.
fun. That one's a lot of fun. I like that like chase mechanic.
Hmm.
It's like it's not just the jump scare, it's like the fear of like something following you, which
Yeah,
is like nerve-wracking,
just
but
a
it's fun.
huge shadow of a beast just walking
Chat.
towards you slowly, and it's just like
Yeah.
it's the build up, not that
It's
instant
the
scare.
build.
It's just like he's
Exactly.
getting closer.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. And I watched a lot of playthroughs of 7, and so that one's fun.
Like a
That was the
hotel
one that
or
was
a
in
mansion.
VR.
Oh, it's a VR. I think my
Yeah,
brother got that one also. I think that's why he got
yeah,
this one.
yeah. That one seems
Hmm.
terrifying. Resident Evil in VR does seem terrifying.
Yeah, I'm so bad with horror games. That's why I played Dead Space 3 again. I didn't play Dead Space
Yeah.
2. If I played Dead Space 1 or 2 again, I would be just
Which one was the one with the spoilers? The drill?
that was 2. That was
Yeah,
ending of 2. They yeah, spoilers, they to access the information that's been implanted inside of your character from the relics, send a drill through your eye. And if you mess up on the game, because it's actual gameplay mechanics, not just cutscene,
yeah, right.
it'll just freak it. Like it has to go directly in the was it corneas?
The cornea, yeah,
Yeah, you mess up a bit because it starts shaking. It'll
yeah,
just drill everything. Like it just like I don't know why the machine goes haywire and just
yeah,
gruesome. It was that's why it's 2 because you know 2 is like gotta add some actionish elements
yeah.
to it. Ugh, I hated that game. I hated that part of the game. I should say that's
Mm.
such a good game because it has also like that one also had a fun campaign or not campaign multiplayer that was like you ever play Left 4 Dead's multiplayer where it's um
Oh wait, wasn't
there's
that the game that we were trying to figure out earlier? Left 4 Dead?
no not Left 4 Dead.
Oh no.
Left 4 Dead's you know which one Left 4 Dead is, right? The 4 people all
Oh, Left 4 Dead. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We're gonna get roasted if somebody watches this. We're gonna get roasted because we don't know
Yeah.
what game this is.
Yeah. But I just remember it's more comedy. It's a bit of comedy in that
Yeah,
horror game.
yeah. It is comedy.
But Dead Space 2's multiplayer had similar vibes as a Left 4 Dead multiplayer, where it's like there's basic zombies or necromorphs in Dead Space, and then there's special units that it control or that a whole team controls, and they basically try to kill the survivors
Right.
while the survivors are trying to do missions. And it was really fun because I remember you could be like this like pet thing that just hangs on the wall and then shoots out like try things. It just it was dumb because like you were like the
Try
size of
things.
it.
Wait, what is a try thing?
It just had like freaking antennas, and then each antenna shot out a piece.
So it's
So
like a
there's 3.
spreader.
Yeah, it was a great unit that pretty much you weren't playing the game. You were just sitting in the shadows, just far back, just peppering them while your teammates are actually doing stuff. And that's all I did. No, I'm joking.
That was my one strategy.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. And then
Just Dead Space as a whole.
one day maybe we'll get Dead Space 4
There we
because
go. Or a remake.
well, the thing is, Dead Space's campaign isn't even finished, and they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna not.
We're gonna just leave that
Yeah,
there.
we're just gonna leave it there. Just let it ferment a bit, and then 10 years later, maybe we'll remake 1 to build up hype to then remake to make 4.
There you go. Business strategy. That's what we got. Business major Robert over here.
Yeah,
Business graduate over here.
but it'll be interesting. I gotta say though, for Mass Effect, did I feel weird doing spot spoiling 3's ending. Did you choose the red, green, or blue ending?
Remind me what they were. Red was the I probably blue.
Okay.
Probably blue. That's like where like or where you kill something, you kill like a race of beings or
Red
something.
red was spoilers. If you haven't
One
gone through
second. Oh my
I'll continue on. Red, it basically just destroys Reapers. Oh wait, he's gone. So the person I'm explaining it to doesn't really apply to. While he's gone, I guess I'll just talk about some back to the Robert's K-pop corner rant. So far, Wuju's Onion the Black, their song Easy, total bop, music video, amazing. Oh My Girl Dun Dun Dance, phenomenal summer song. Oh My Girl just doesn't miss. I don't know what to say. It's just too catchy, and it's an earworm that just gets stuck. That gets stuck in your ear. You just can't not play it in the car. What else is coming out? In like tomorrow or 2 days, From His Nine, Espa, and Rocket Punch, I think, are the groups that have the comeback. All right, he's back, so that's it for K-pop Corner. You need your headphones on. You're muted, by the way.
Can you cut that? Can you cut that out?
Nah, I can't actually.
I was gonna just leave for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I just went off on K-pop, short rant.
Oh my god!
I got through it in 2 minutes, but yeah.
What was it though? No, I didn't even get to hear it. I didn't get to hear the rant.
I mean, that's why you got to watch the episode. You got to support this.
Now I have to watch the episode too.
But red ending was you destroy the Reapers. Blue ending was you control the Reapers. Green ending is the synergy, where it's like you create some new race that just like makes the Reapers be like, all right, we're dipping out now. We'll never come back.
I think I killed the Reapers.
Yeah, that's red's ending.
I might have killed the Reapers. No, you know what? I did do green.
Okay.
I did do green. Yeah, I did the synergy one.
Yeah, red kills the Reapers, but the negative is that it basically is like a huge EMP and basically wipes out technology. So like all the space relays go down and makes it kind of where everyone, like this whole web of species on different planets, are now separate from each other now.
Right, because they needed the relays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I chose red. I would go back and choose green, but I chose red when I played.
Yeah, I chose green
because as a what year did the game come out? 2014?
2014. Yeah.
Is it 2014?
No, it's 2012. 2012.
Okay, I was like, I thought but yeah, 2012. I was in the mentality like, you know what? I hate these Reapers. No chance. I don't care if they're over. I don't care if there's a chance that like, am I gonna take their goodwill, say, hey, we're not gonna come back? Like, nah, don't give them the chance. We're just gonna wipe them. Clean wipe. Delete the save file on these kids. And
GG no re.
Nah, it's over. And that was what I did. I'd go back now, and if I could, and play and you choose green though, you know, because it's the best, probably the best ending out of the three of them. And then blue, I was just like, you know, I was a bit iffy. It was a bit iffy on the idea of, you know, controlling a set of armies that could just basically wipe out anyway.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, because they changed it, right? Because originally it was just like what happened originally, or like they didn't do they added a cutscene later.
Yeah,
afterwards, right?
The problem, or they didn't add a new ending, but yeah, it was just the endings were so abrupt and not really explained that people were just like very like off put by it. It's like, what did I just do? Like, did I win? Are you winning? Are you winning, son? No, it was, so they basically put out a patch where they kind of made more dialogue and a cutscene to kind of further explain before you make the decision, and then a bit more of a cutscene after to detail it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Well, I have some anime stuff. You went on like a K-pop rant. I don't know if you actually did or if you.
Yeah, it was a quick 2-minute rant. It was a quick 2-minute rant.
Did something happen? Is there something like?
No, I basically just the groups I mentioned that are having to come back in last episode. I just said so far 2 of the groups that had their comebacks that came out, they were bops. And then the ones, there's like 3 coming out like today or tomorrow. Speaking of K-pop, if you don't mind us going into this aside before you go into
right
anime.
On ahead. Yeah.
Finally, me and some friends had our summit meeting. basically, we joked about it calling it the 2023 summit because in December, Aizuan, or my favorite group, and they very much like the group also.
Mm.
They had their comeback, and we're like, hey, let's get the albums. And so we group ordered them, and all the albums got shipped to my house. But due to COVID, we just never had the chance to meet. And so now all of us vaccinated, decided. It was just three of us, by the way. It's not like it was huge get together.
A large gathering.
Yeah. It wasn't a cult gathering in the park. No, we just met up, three people at the house, and finally distributed the albums. It was was it those two boxes were sitting in my room for about 5 months, and it was a great summit meeting. All great developments were made. Not checking. No, it was just fun though, hanging out with some people for once in this quarantine time.
Yeah, that's good. You got it. You got it. I've been hanging out with people. I've been like just coughing on people since March of last year. So
yeah. Oh man, hey, but CDC said if you're vaccinated now, you don't have to wear masks.
That's
wait,
good.
I forget.
That's just like normal.
This is an audio version, so I need to make it clear. Still wear masks, people. Even if you're fully vaccinated, you might not get bad symptoms, but you can still be a
True.
way. You can be a way to give the virus to other people. So
right, and you have no idea who. And now that people don't have to wear masks as much, you don't have no clue who has it, who doesn't.
Oh yeah, I'm still wearing masks.
You don't know who in the whole world is an anti-mask.
I have not gotten sick in like a year, 2 years. It feels like so. It's these mask things kind of work. I don't know what to say. Masks. Who would have thought?
True. No. Our Asian brothers and sisters have had this like down like years ago.
Yeah, it's needless to say they were onto something. It's like, hey, maybe if you don't have 30 to 50 people breathing in your face every hour, maybe you'll get sick less.
Right. And so along the lines of other things that we got from Asia that's great, anime. All
right.
The question I have on my notes is, do you like anime that exposes your fetishes? Speaking, of course, of Nagatoro.
All right.
I'm actually watching that show. That show's actually way more wholesome than people make it out to be. It's literally just a romance anime, but it got so much like flack for being slightly off. Like,
yeah. I haven't watched anime in so long.
It's so exaggerated.
It's such a bummer.
I love it. Oh, the big meme finally came out, or it got announced, was Komi-san is getting an anime.
Oh, I saw that. Who is the most important question?
That's like Half-Life 3 of anime.
Who is going to voice Komi?
I heard it was someone actually semi like well known, but it like that's the dream job. You get paid for literally probably making a couple noises.
Wait,
throughout the whole production?
Zombieland Saga did that as a meme. They had I forget who was the voice. Like they'd had a famous voice actor as the voice actor for the zombie that's unintelligible that just makes grunting noises. I'm blanking on who the voice actor is, but I remember them doing that. It's very funny.
Have you watched the second season? Well, you don't even like watch anime, you fake fan.
Dude, I'm not to say I've been
all that animation in the background. You don't even read manga anymore, I bet.
I still read a few chapters of manga. Anime, I haven't had time. I've been telling myself like Jujutsu Kaisen. Everyone's like, you gotta watch Jujutsu Kaisen. You gotta watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I've
heard it's good. I
just can't get myself to like watch an episode 1 of anything. I haven't watched any TV actually in so long. I just, YouTube, game, get a job. Those are the three, the Triforce, that kind of stuff.
Wait, you said YouTube?
Yeah, I just watch YouTube.
What do you watch? What do you watch on YouTube?
Sometimes I'll watch some League VODs because MSI's been going on, and starts at 6, and I ain't awake at 6, so I just let them run through their course, and then I just watch the VODs of them. Other than that, I'll watch the K-pop releases, the lives, and then that's about it for YouTube. Not too much of it though. Oh, and then Toho anime openings. Toho slash anime openings, I should say.
There you go. Um, yeah, that's like there's been a lot of good anime actually coming out. Naruto's good. Fruits Basket is good. Um, I have to admit I haven't been watching as much as I used to because I used to watch literally like I could watch like a couple shows in like a week.
Um,
Yeah, but it's still fun. I like it.
yeah, I don't know what my last big show was. It might be Demon Slayer, honestly.
Oh yeah, you watched the movie,
No,
right?
like the actual show. It might be the last
Oh,
big anime
damn, that
I've
was a
seen.
while back. That was a
That
while
was
ago.
year. That was like 2 years ago. It was either
Yeah, it
that.
was like it's
I
2019.
think yeah, me and my brother watched Demon Slayer after we watched Hunter x Hunter. So that'd
Mhm.
probably be my last show then.
Damn.
Then because that was around the time I started going into only have time to read manga, and
All right.
then a few months back is probably when I started reading manga a bit less, instead just kept up with news. But I'll keep going back to read Defragment's monthly chapter because that's
Oh, there you go.
so
It's
one of my
actually really good. I like that anime was really good.
I just love its manga. Or
Mhm.
I like the anime too. I should get that, but I just love the mangas so much, and so I come back for the one chapter a month. The
Yeah.
the, the serotonin indos.
Well, yeah, ever since what's it Gotoban ended,
Yeah.
quintuplets.
I was falling a bit out of it. I still love Gotoben. I was falling a bit out of it because it was
Mm.
at that time when I was falling out of all my animes, or all the series I was keeping up with.
Mm.
Like the only series I would keep up, or probably do keep up with, would be the Defrag Mahoko.
Yeah.
I want to get into Fate.
Hey, dude, that's
Yeah,
getting into Fate. You don't just get into Fate.
yeah. I'll need to watch a tutorial, read
You
someone's
gotta do like the
thesis paper.
200. No, you gotta start with the 200 hour
Visual
what is it,
novel.
visual novel. Yeah,
I,
that's the only
I
way to
might
do it. That's
have
the
to.
only way to do it, or you're a pleb, or you
Yeah,
can't even say that you watch Fate. All right.
and then I had to binge playing the gotcha game Girls Frontline so I can catch up with the story because the event's going on right now. So
There you go.
the important things. So
Important things in life.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. What other good ones are this season? Because you said Fruits Basket, Nagatoro. I don't know much about, so
Okay.
I can't make the
Let's
statement.
see. Let me see. What else was this season? Let me pull it up. Pull it up. My Hero again.
Mm-hmm.
God, My Hero, dude. My Hero blew up. My Hero was like Sword Art in a way, but like Sword Art, but like actually good anime. But like it just brought so many people, like brought all like young people to anime, which is pretty cool.
It's a
Um,
the shonen coming of age. Just
yeah,
what it's meant to be.
it's like Naruto
Wait,
shit.
question: is Solo Loving getting an anime?
Oh, Solo Leveling. That like I've heard of
Because
that.
that was a Korean webtoon, and
Yeah, that was a Korean
very
too.
popular that I used to keep up with. And then I think the season ended, and I was like, oh, deuces, I'll come back. And then I never came back.
Oh yeah, it's Zombieland Saga. The second season is Zombieland Saga.
Mhm.
Um, Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, a couple of them. There's a lot of other ones that I see. There's some. I need to watch my anime. That's what
Mhm.
today is telling me.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I at least need to keep up with the news.
Yeah,
I've fallen out of touch with my hobbies with that.
that's why we're doing this podcast.
Yeah,
Obviously.
dude. I told you when we were playing League or yesterday,
Mm.
but after I finished recording the podcast last week solo, I finished at probably about like 1 a.m. and I was like, oh, I'll run some games of League. So I was playing League, and like 3 a.m. I heard my grandma yell, "I'm gonna call the police."
Oh, this story! I love
Yeah,
this story. Oh my god!
and I was like, "Wait, what the shit?" It's like 3 a.m. Like, what the hell's happening? So
Are
I
you at this point? Are you tired? Are you like feeling like?
I'm up at like 4 or 5 a.m. Sadly, I need to fix my sleep
Mm,
schedule. That's why I can't wake up for these 6 a.m. MSI games. It's because I'm asleep.
That's right.
I start sleeping at 4 or 5. Also, the Moderna shot messed me up. That's another thing I'll go off of in a second. It's been an uneventful week of news, but it's been an eventful week for me, I should say.
As just a human.
Yeah. So the go outside my room and check it out, like what's happening, and I ask like, you all right? What's going on? And she said she was making tea because she couldn't sleep, and she noticed the motion light in our backyard go off. And we've had possums, so she just like thought it was one of those. Right. And so she went to the window where that can see where the motion light lights up, and she opened one of the blinders, like one of the little like blinds, or just so you can see peek through. Right. And there was like a 14-year-old kid just directly on the other side of the window, just looking at the window. And that's when she yelled that.
And well, I think anybody would. That's like fucking terrible. That's like some
creepy,
psychopathic shit. And then, that's like some like ring shit or something like that. Like,
and then after she yelled it, the kid just walked out of our backyard. Like, he didn't run or anything. It was just boy just walked out like it didn't matter.
Dude, that dude wanted to send a message. He was like, I can get in anytime.
I was just like, oh, dude, kids are freaking weird. Like, our neighbor, you've been to this house, so
they're a new breed, dude.
This Gen Z, man. These Zoomers wild.
They're a new breed, dude.
But
oh, they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we've had some, odd, or I should say, not a great neighborhood, but haven't had too many weird things like that happen, where it's just, kid just walks out like, I don't know, like a horror movie, just dips out, doesn't say anything. I don't even know if dude. The thing is, I think he actually closed the gate behind him. Like, at least he was courteous to that. Because
he's super courteous.
We didn't have to go out there to close the gate. It was closed. So he was at least good on that end. But yeah, we've kind of fixed those gates because I will say
he got in because like he could just like reach the lock or something. Or
those gates, they visually look like you can't go in, but you literally just they used to be where you just push them in, and then it's like, all right, free real estate.
All right, gonna do some B&E.
So yeah, now I had to fix them because of that situation. And then few days after,
makes sense.
Few days after, Moderna shot came in. All right, let's get it.
It's a 1-2.
As last time got on the right arm. This sounds like, all right, give me a left arm because I sleep on my right side, and that was hell.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, this one doesn't feel too bad, because that last time I just got very sore. I was like, all right, this doesn't feel too sore. Played some Apex arenas because I think it came out like the day or the day after. And I was like, all right, I think I'm gonna just take a quick nap. I woke up from the nap, and that thing hit. That thing hit.
Yeah.
And I could not sleep.
That's like after shot 3. That's like
no, it's way worse than any shots I had, dude.
No, I meant like if you're taking shots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like alcohol.
That's what I'm saying. I'd say it's worse than any time I've had shots. I was feeling the texture of everything I was like touching. I was trying to sleep. The pillows and blankets, depending on which one I was laying on or with, it was just uncomfortable. I was seeing numbers like Black Ops campaign. The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? It was bad. I couldn't sleep the whole night. It was like 6 a.m. when I was like, all right, I didn't sleep, and I just went on
over here standing.
I went on to my sofa in the living room, took in some sunlight from the beautiful dawn, and then I took a bath, and it was actually very relaxing. I was actually able to take a nap after, but that night was wild. Crazy.
Yeah, I gotta admit, Moderna just hit hard. I didn't get it that bad. I got just a little fever and stuff like that. Just was kind of like out for a day, kind of feeling groggy, but nothing like intense or anything like that.
The fever and chills were also very bad for me, and I also had like soreness in each of my limbs, which was weird. Like even my legs, which I was like, oh man, I need to work out. But it's tough. Man,
Yeah.
crazy week.
Your life stories, man, they get to me. I did watch, even though, I was absent last week
Mm-hmm.
because no, I don't have to tell you why, but
Then don't bring it
I
up.
say I just got out of prison. No, but I saw it last week, and I love that story of you going to.
Dude, it was the foolproof plan. It was wholly calculated. Just post up at
It's
a
like one
Denny's.
thing could have gone wrong, and it just would have been absolute tragedy.
Yeah, if I would have went left instead of right, then I might have been in LA for who knows how
You might
much
still have
longer.
been in LA.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I
That's
can do
funny.
that stuff because like solo. Because I think anyone, if I would try to go like convince someone else to go on that trip, I know that they'd be like, "What the hell do you want to do? Stay at a Denny's? Hell no."
Well, no, if you would have convinced someone, maybe they could have driven you.
That's true.
And it
My
would,
car just can't
yeah.
make that drive. It's just
Have you driven there before, like at all, like with a different car or something?
no, I
It,
haven't.
it was it was remind me, it was in LA, right?
Yeah, I was in LA. And the
Mm.
time I went to AX, you drove that one.
Yeah, I drove that one. Yeah, it's a pretty intense drive if you don't know how to do it already.
Hey, since we're talking about stories, we're gonna talk about our AX trip.
Oh my, let's do it. Our X trip was actually really good. It actually
Mhm.
went, I think, pretty well.
Really? That's it really
I
good.
think it went really well, and I still don't want to go there ever
I
again.
never want to go to AX again. I had fun, but I'm never going to
Yeah.
specifically AX again. Oh
Well, the
my.
drama started before we even got there with the Airbnb, right?
What was the issues with the Airbnb? I forgot exactly.
Didn't you? There was like the owner like was a piece of shit.
Oh,
Like we had to like switch Airbnbs or something.
yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I wasn't really involved in that, so you probably
Yeah,
know more.
I think it was Vince handled like the negotiations
Mm.
between that person and the Airbnb. But like the one we got, very
Real-
nice.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
I
even though it wasn't a bad part, it was like the nice one in a
oh yeah.
bad part of that. Because we got there and we got to this Airbnb, and of course they got the
The
they got
parking.
the I don't know if they were, I don't know, but yeah, they got the parking. There was only one parking,
Hmm.
and we got there later,
It
so
was always a struggle
it
finding
was
that
always the
parking.
struggle. Dude, I think what was the worst one? I think at one point we were there for like at least 40 minutes trying to find a
Oh
parking.
yeah, and I remember that was a period of
It was a
time.
pain. We were tired because we were coming back from AX at that point. We were
But
tired as fuck.
I just remember the person in AX because I remember one day I think we both separated and went solo or on
Yeah. Nope, yeah. It was
and
like I think the first day we were together most of the time, and then the second day we were separated
and
for
I
most
was
of the time.
just I think it was one of the warmer days. I was just going down the hall and like down like one of the long halls on the second floor. Excuse me if you're, a bit queasy, but just someone randomly just threw up in the middle of the hall. I was like, "Oh shit." And the worst part is they threw up they walked away.
No way.
Yeah, they walked
No
away.
way.
Yeah, like
You never told me that one. I didn't know about that one.
yeah,
That was new.
because that was the day I went solo. Like I remember that day because I was like, oh, I'm gonna find the manga hall because that
Mm.
was I was walking around for it, and I was just like, dude, this
These
person's
people are
crazy.
wild.
This person's wild. Yeah, this person's wild. Like I understand. Like we're not near a bathroom, not near anything. Like what can you do?
At least like get somebody or like tell
Yeah,
a
I was just like, it
organizer like
was a
something.
hazard. I was just like, oh god, and everyone's just like walking around it because I was about
Oh
like,
god.
I was
Because
about like,
it was busy. It was only probably like day
mhm.
2, so a lot of people were there.
Yeah, I was like 10,
Um
10 yards away, so I had to just walk. I had to walk
oh,
past the
you
guy.
saw them puke. It wasn't like you were the one, like you saw them when they actually puked.
Yes, it was a
Yeah.
long haul, and I saw them. And the thing was, I saw them walk. They were walking away from it, but that's walking towards me. So I'm like trying not to glance at this person who just threw up in the
You're like,
middle
you
of the LA
nasty ass.
conventional
Get back
center.
there and clean that shit up. You
Yeah,
gross piece of shit.
and I was just like, I. I guess this is the way AX runs. No. But then I end up walking past him, walking past, you know, the crime scene, and and then just going to the manga hall, and I end up reading the first volume, the Fruits Basket, while I was there. It was really good. That's I need to continue it. It was an interesting. Yeah, it was disgusting.
I think one of the greatest lessons I've learned was that if you're doing a convention like that where it's like multiple days, you gotta take one day off. Especially if there's like a good amount, because there was like 4 days, right? We had 4 days.
Yeah, and I think we took one day
we,
off, did
we took one day off. That was perfect. It worked out.
It was a draining. It's
draining.
mentally draining. That's why whenever like when we came back every day, I would just play Fire Emblem. No, I'd play Fire Emblem Awakening because you let me borrow it during that week.
Oh yeah,
I finished it during that period of time because like I stood over at your dorm in Irvine.
Yeah.
The day before, and then played through it, and then after we got back from AX, I just binged through it.
Because I left you to go to a party.
Yeah, you left me to go to a party, so I was just playing Fire Emblem Awakening. I was
like, bad because it was a birthday, and I didn't know if I could invite people.
Don't even worry about it, man. I was having fun with Awakening. I was enjoying myself on the. I felt I wasn't gonna lay on your bed because I was like, you know, I'm a guest here, so I was just sitting on the floor.
You could have. That was.
I probably could have. I probably actually should have sat in your chair.
Yeah, I had a chair in there.
I was just laying on the university housing floors that feel like concrete, even though they're quote carpet. Yeah, it was a time.
Quote carpet, yeah. That was funny. It was like my best friend's like my birthday, so I had to go.
Yeah. I remember you coming back and you were a bit sloshed. A bit tipsy.
We don't talk about that. That was a rough one. But we made it to LA. We made it. We made it there. We did it. Yeah. It all went to plan.
Yeah. Next expo I'd probably go to is Crunchyroll Expo.
Crunchyroll. It's registrations right now, actually.
I
don't know what they're doing. I think they're doing virtual, but
I think I'd wait for another year. I need to I'll give myself the excuse of I need to acquire funds to
there you go.
To go.
Yeah. No, but yeah, it's fun.
Oh man, and then AX we also.
But it's also fun with a group.
Go with the group. Yeah, go
with the group for sure.
I remember we made a friend with a guy waiting for line for the signatures. I still have the dude added on Twitter. He's a DJ.
Yeah, he seems like a cool dude. He does make some cool stuff.
And then we got the signatures of the people we're trying to.
Yeah, I got Sid Snap. That was my goal going in, and I acquired the signature, or I acquired the picture. That's what I was waiting for.
It was. It's not Garnt or Giga.
Yeah, Garnt. Yeah, I forgot about
you forgot about Giga. Yeah,
yeah, I literally met him too.
Dan Salvato, and then Xander. Or at least I got Xander. I forget. Did you get Xander also? The Persona 5 voice.
Yeah. Yeah, we skipped the line. That was funny. We skipped the line.
Hey,
it was
so
bad.
We don't talk about that.
Okay, we skipped it because it was literally terribly managed. They had like 2 lines, and it was supposed to like snake all the way. You were supposed to like.
It was a mess.
But it was a total mess. All right, it was a total mess. We had to leave. That's why we actually did it. Like I probably would have stayed there, but we had to leave. So it was either Skamaz or like not get or like have it like everything get fucked up. So
that was a fun time though.
We did what we had to do. All right.
The thing that I'm bummed about is remember the night, the taco night?
Yeah. Oh yeah. How could I, dude? Like that shit was bomb as fuck.
You guys didn't bring me back tacos.
No, we did.
Did you? I thought
we actually did.
Okay, then
no,
never
you
mind.
Fucking trash comment. We did.
I remember I couldn't. Okay, the thing was there were 6 of us, and so was there 6 or 7?
Or we just didn't fit in the car, right?
There were 6, and one of our friends, that man, we ain't squeezing in with that boy. We love. We love him. He works out. But he works out too much for us to fit 4 in the back. So I was like, I'll just sit back. I'll stay at the house and I'll play Fire Emblem Awakening. You just bring me back some tacos.
That shit was delicious.
Okay, right? I don't remember them, but I'm assuming they were great because
yeah, they were so fucking good.
The few times I've had LA tacos.
Whenever we're in LA again, we're gonna go. That shit was high. I have fond memories of that shit. And there were some real ass Mexican motherfuckers making those shit, so it was delicious.
Oh man, I want
some. That was that real shit.
I want some tacos now.
Good. Yeah.
Still, it's actually earlier of a recording than normal, so I might be able to get some on, especially on a Sunday. Ooh. Maybe. And then, anything else about that trip? I'm trying to remember exactly.
We should get tacos right now. You know what? Now I'm inspired. We should go grab some. We should meet up. We haven't seen each other in like ages. We're both vax.
That's true.
We'll go that good. Let's go right now. And then we'll post that. We can make that our first post on Instagram and Twitter.
Speaking of, at the summit, the K-pop summit, bringing it back, I brought pizza from my favorite place. I will I just say dox myself. Klondike's brought a half pepperoni, half roadkill pizza. Because it's tradition whenever some of us meet up. One guy drove down from SF, so have the Klondike's pizza. Mm-hmm. And then since he was coming down from SF,
it's fucking delicious. Yeah.
He brought some boba. I had boba for my second time.
I don't even say that shit. I used to drink that shit every day in Irvine. Now I'm starved.
I've had boba twice.
Luckily, you've boba twice. You fucking piece of shit.
That was my second time. I love it. The thing is, I love it. The second time was that time, but the first time was in my freshman year at college. I was part of the Filipino Cultural Exchange Club at Cal Poly, and because I'm quarter Filipino, probably make that clarification. And
you got a scholarship for that shit. You better make that clarification.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot. Thank you. And so they're talking about just talking about getting something to drink or getting some boba. And I was just like, oh, I never had boba. And one of my families, or in the club families, Ates, like, Ating, you haven't had boba? Seriously? And they just, drove off, and they came back to the library, and I had boba for my first time. It's really good. I was like, all right, I can see the hype.
Yeah, I was spoiled with Church and Irvine. Like, it's part of that culture there, honestly. Yeah. They like when they sell stuff on the street for colleges sometimes, that was like, oh no, you guys never had street vendors.
We have 2 carts.
Yeah, we had, it was like a thing where we had our whole one of the main streets at the school have just a whole bunch of vendors, and it never failed that one of the clubs would be selling $2 boba. That was a joke. It was like an inside joke, basically.
You think Blenders is still open right now though?
It might be, yeah.
I'm kind of getting.
Now we're doxing ourselves more, dog.
I mean, I think I already said this. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think people are gonna be looking for.
Yeah, we don't. Nobody gives a fuck.
I mean, people know about my neighborhood. They're gonna want to meet a 14-year-old kid at 3 a.m. in the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is happening while you're doing that? NBA season's last.
Oh yeah, closes till 10.
Okay.
So if you want to go grab tacos and Blenders,
I'm down. Might have to at the end of this. NBA season is ending. The last official game are today before the play-in tournament starts. Yeah. And then it'll be interesting from that. Are
the Lakers in? I've heard things about the Lakers. I don't keep up with basketball too much, but I still it's I like basketball once a year when I'm gonna be Lakers, repping Lakers all day.
What's it called? I actually don't know too much about the West. Who's in they're for sure in the playoffs.
Milwaukee Bucks fan.
Yeah, I am a Milwaukee Bucks fan. As someone from California, and
who's never even been to Milwaukee.
Has never been on that side of the. Actually, no, I've been to Detroit. I was gonna say that side of the country, but I went to the Detroit airport briefly in our Italy trip.
That's where we went. I've been trying to think of where we went. That's where I had Chick-fil-A for the first time.
Oh, really? Yeah. Wait, there's Chick-fil-A in that airport?
There's a Chick-fil-A in that airport.
Oh, okay. Lakers are 7th seed, but I became a Milwaukee Bucks fan because in NBA 2K12 or 13, when you play my player, your team
Yeah.
your player gets randomly drafted on a team,
Yeah.
and I got drafted to the Bucks, so I got used to. That was like when I started playing 2K, and
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm getting used to playing with these quote teammates. So
Yeah.
when it came to actually playing like friends in junior high or high school, I was like,
Mm.
I know this team, so I'm gonna start
They are
playing.
my brothers.
Yeah,
These are my brothers in
I
arms.
know their stats, so I'm gonna play with them. And since then, I just like followed the Bucks, and I became a fan. So that was a while back though. But Lakers are 7th seed. I think that makes them. I actually don't know if they have to play in the play-in tournament. I could be wrong.
Mm.
Um, but we'll see because they have Grizzlies and Spurs in the play-in, and then Eastern has Wizards, Pacers, Hornets, Celtics in the play-in. Looks like Lakers
See,
don't
I
have to go
watch
to the
football,
play-in.
so is this like the wild
Oh
card
no,
or
this isn't.
something?
This is because of it's a system that was used last year that is being used this year. However, hopefully it doesn't go into the future. Where
Mm.
because it's a shortened season, they
Mhm.
are having a basically I think the way it works is 8 and 10 seed or 9 and 10 seed play, and then at least for the West, because the 7th seed Lakers aren't in the play-in because of their wins are too high. But 9 and 10 seed play, and then whoever wins off of that plays the 8th seed, and they have to beat the 8th seed twice, or the 8th seed has to win one time to see who goes into the playoffs as the last seed and plays the 1st seed once playoff starts.
Right.
And then the East is looking interesting though because the Bucks are going to be playing the Heat, which the Bucks got knocked out by the Heat last season in playoffs, and they could have tanked the game prior to today, so that maybe the Heat would be in a different seed. But they were like, we want the smoke, and what they won a game that they didn't really have to. The Knicks got up a spot because of it, so the Knicks are 4th seed, and so the Bucks are also playing the Heat for again in a rematch. The 1st seed is the Sixers playing the Celtics, but Celtics have just been plagued by injuries. It's gonna be a bummer. And then
Mm.
the oh wait, oh yeah, no, they're not playing the Celtics. It's based off completely off of play-in Celtics, and there's a chance 76ers play Celtics or they play the Wizards, but people are hoping the Wizards are playing the Nets because all of those games between the Nets and the Wizards have been just like phenomenal
Mm.
games to watch, and plus it's Westbrook and Beal and the Wizards versus James Harden, KD, Kyrie, and the Nets. The final boss.
Is that team as good as or are they like as good as they should have been, like just because of how much like talk there was about them? Did they live up to the hype?
The thing is, or I would say there's a good chance. The thing is, if they're scoring, like you just lose. It's hard to say. That's just the way it is. Like they've been injured. One of them's normally been injured during certain times of the year. Like right now, James Harden has been not playing for a while. So he's probably gonna come back during playoffs.
Yeah.
But like Katie is a scoring champ or has a scoring title. James Harden is an MVP caliber player, and then when he plays, he becomes main point guard for the team. And then Kyrie, who is a phenomenal driver, like when James Harden's in, he can just be solely a shooting guard. And the thing is, there's no real way to stop all of these guys at the same time because all of these guys will win in a 1v1 situation or ISO situation, I should say.
Yeah.
So you just either have to match them or just, be phenomenal defenders. Like when they're scoring, it's just, GG lights out, GG go next. That's it's best way to describe
Yeah.
it. See you at home. See you all land. It's over. I don't know what to say.
Oh my god.
But I'm excited to
Oh.
watch some of these games. West, let's see. Suns are playing the Lakers. Be interesting.
Hmm.
Nuggets, Trailblazers, I believe is. I don't know if that's the specific spot. And then Clippers Maverick. Oh, Clippers Mavericks. If Clippers Mavericks is indeed the situation again,
Hmm.
that's interesting because last year they played in the playoffs. Clippers won, but it was a good series from what I remember. I think Luca made us. Did he make? Was it Luca that made a three? I could be wrong. I'm just going back off of random basketball tangents.
Yeah. There we go.
You got any
All right.
tangents
Well,
yourself? I'm joking.
I I don't. All right. Well,
It has been like 50 minutes.
yeah. So I think we're good now.
Mm-hmm. You want to call the
All
episode?
right. All right. What you want me to like come up with a
Formally?
name for
Form
it?
formally? No, call out. Like,
Oh,
end
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for coming to the Virtually Lost podcast. It's been fun. We'll be back next week, and we're gonna. I don't know what we'll talk about next week, but we're gonna come back next week and we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
See you all in episode
See you
4.
guys.